that sucked. Guys, he's singing up here now. Let's see if we can catch him. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Look at that. Come on, turn. Oh, yes. Pick his head up and face us. Watch that reflection too. Red start, red-winged blackbird, Eastern Kingbird, hooded, warbling vireo. Oh, maybe, here we go. Is he going for it? Yep, he's on. Look at that. Lighten up the exposure a little bit. Just try and focus on him. Hey, good morning everyone. Had a great, really fun morning out. It's crazy. I just ended the session with a bobcat. Not a great photo, definitely kind of like documentary shot, but something that might be worth editing up just to see how it looks, you know, because the scene wasn't too bad. The light was actually kind of decent on the cat as well. So that was pretty wild. First time I've ever seen a bobcat here in northern New Jersey. So here I am up in northern New Jersey. I'm in the Delaware Water Gap area. And this morning was a little bit different than the last couple of songbird outings that I've done. You know, the first one was for prothonotary warbler. That was my target. This last one I did was a target for Louisiana water thrush. And then today was, let's go out and see what we can find. I came to this spot for the first time last evening. I got on a bike, rode around here, saw and heard a handful of different species around. Blue-winged warbler, yellow warbler, the Orioles, both of them, Baltimore and Orchard were here. I'm trying to think of what else. Red starts are around, but those were kind of the main ones in this little open area here. Knowing that blue-wing and yellow can hang a little bit lower is good, and the van's parked right back there, which you'll see in the shoot video, and I hung out there all afternoon and evening, and a few times the Orioles would actually land in these trees over here to the side, which are pretty low and level. Now all the warblers are coming down, right? There was also yellow-throated Vireo in the area pretty consistently. So nice mix of birds, and those were generally the targets, right? It wasn't that I was just going randomly walking wherever, like, oh, I've never been here, I'm just gonna wander around. That wasn't the case. I definitely was kind of targeting this area and a handful of species that I know are a little bit lower and shootable. There's the Baltimore Oriole right here, female, like down the ground. Now I don't have the camera, right? Anyway, she's in a mess. She's probably over here because I'm talking a bunch. I did get some really good shots of a female Baltimore Oriole gathering nesting material just over there though. So first thing started this morning, came out, just started listening. I heard a blue-winged warbler. I targeted that first because I know they can feed lower in the brush and stuff. This fellow was singing up pretty high, but at one point he did come over closer to a tree, kind of mid-height, and it had a nice background. So I had some greenery in the background, and I was able to have a nice little foreground shoot through, which gave me some beautiful texture on the bird. I shot it with and without the teleconverter. I was using the bigger lens today because I'm shooting some of these smaller songbirds and it's pretty open here. And so it seemed like I might want the reach a few times of the teleconverter versus the 1:400. That being said, that 1:400 is so much nicer to kind of drag around. So yeah, today was like semi-targeted, trying to get these handful of species and spending some time with them. My impatience got a hold of me again. I've lacked patience lately. And I had this Baltimore Oriole. She came down, I saw her twice go into the same spot and gather nesting material. And I went and set up in a really good spot that would have been a great shot for if she came back, because once they go to the same spot twice, I'm like, this is where they're gonna keep going, usually for a period of time. And I sat there for maybe 10 minutes. That's all I lasted. And I was like, yeah, I'm not seeing anything. And then I saw a yellow warbler. And so I go out and chase him and didn't get any shots. That guy was just, I kept chasing this yellow. He was all over there. Every time I was in the wrong spot, he hit a good spot where if I was in another area, I would have gotten a really good shot. Sorry, I'm distracted by these birds. But I should have just stayed put, because as soon as I get out and go for the yellow warbler, miss him, then I turn around a minute later and there's that Baltimore Oriole right down on the ground, right next to where I was sitting. I would have had an amazing shot if I had just stayed another 5 minutes. That's all I needed. and it would have been like 15-20 minutes tops, you know, but I got impatient and I started chasing stuff, and I shouldn't have done that. And then I did it again. I set up on another spot for her, saw the yellow warbler. He was like in a great spot. I'm like, oh, let me go get him, because I got bored because she wasn't there. And then boom, she's back again after that. So I should have just picked my target and stayed put. In my head, I was thinking I wanted to get you guys some warblers today, not just the Orioles and stuff, but the behavior was so cool, you know? And I did get some shots, so that's what allowed me to kind of move away a little bit, but I could have gotten some more shots and maybe potentially better shots if I had just had some patience. So a great lesson today in just sometimes when you know there's something going on good in an area, just stay put and wait it out. You know, give it 20 minutes at least, and if the bird doesn't come back at that point, then maybe it's time to move on. Also, don't just pick a random area and just sit there forever, you know, because if there's not some bird activity there, you're probably just going to be kind of wasting your time in that regard. So anyway, ended up getting some solid blue-winged warbler shots. I may have gotten a yellow warbler, I'm not positive. I had a yellow-throated Vireo, but could not find a good opening. I found a good opening, but just everything was kind of a mess around them, so not a great shot. I definitely got that Baltimore Oriole. And then, Eastern Kingbird. I walked down this trail, this road a little bit here, and I saw this snag, and you'll see this in the shoot video. I positioned myself exactly where I wanted to get a nice shoot through, some interesting tone in the background. There was like some brownish, reddish, dead trees on the opposite shoreline, and it just made a beautiful texture. I saw the bird land there once, figured it would not be long before it did it again, and it did, so that was a great anticipation of what may happen again for repeatability, and I put myself in the right spot, got the shot. I was going to work that scene a little bit more, and then a gentleman came up in a truck, drove up behind me, and just did the whole, hey, I'm going to stop right here and let my truck idle and talk to you and ask you what you're doing. My camera was up, my eye was in the camera, and I got the, what are you shooting there? And he wasn't even asking what I was shooting. He was like, what lens are you shooting? And I'm like, dude, like, so lesson there for everybody. If you see somebody in the middle of shooting, just try and give them space, let them do their thing. If they're just standing around like not doing anything, sure, have a chat, but I was actively shooting and the dude like stopped, and then bird was gone, and I feel like it kind of killed the area because everything quieted down after he just sat there and chatted with me and let his engine run. But anyway, I've let that go. It was a beautiful morning out, and then I walked back and got that bobcat, which was pretty cool. So not a lot of prep on this one. Scouted here the day before just to see what was in the area, confirmed that there was some species that I wanted to work with, came back the next morning and shot it. There you go. That's how I do a lot of this songbird and warbler photography up here. Go into new areas that I've never been, scout it in the afternoon. I did it like in the middle of the day yesterday when the light was crap. Then I could see the birds were around, and then I came back when the light was good, and in the morning when they're more vocal and active. There you go. That's it. So anyway, that's probably going to be the last spring outing that I do here in New Jersey. I don't know if I have any more time in my schedule. If I do, I'll definitely get out and try and do another one, but for now I think that might be it. So anyway, I hope you all had a wonderful spring wherever you were. I hope some of these lessons have been helpful as far as the approach, and more importantly, you can see how I shoot. You know, you'll see on this blue-winged warbler, pay attention to that. Look at the wide scene. I'm going to show you the wide for sure. It looks like a mess, and then you just barely see the bird through there, but through the lens, it looks amazing. So sometimes having all this junk in front of you, if you can find an opening through it, can be great. And I just gave you a goofy thumbs up there, so I don't know what the hell that was about. Anyway, it can work out really good, so don't dismiss it if the scene is a little busy, if the bird hits the right spot and it's a cooperative bird. All right, thanks so much, everybody. Enjoy your spring. Let's see what we got out here. Oh, it's a beautiful morning, everybody. Like 50 degrees, nice and crisp and cool. You can see a little steam on the lake out there. Let's go chase some warblers. All right, so first thing I do every morning I get started, take a look at my settings, see what's maybe gonna work here. So I got the big lens out today. 2/50th of a second is around 1100, 1600 ISO there. But if I start pointing into the darker stuff, you can see over there, 6400. Over here, I just want to look at like some of these darker areas. Now, that's a little bright, so I would lower it down, so that's not bad. let's see if I were to shoot something like out in this darker stuff. Yeah, that's not bad. So that minimum shutter speed of 2/50th of a second, which if I go into the menu right there, ISO sensitivity settings, I got auto ISO on, and minimum shutter speed of 2/50th of a second. That should be good to get started. Next thing, this is a new lens, not a new lens, sheesh, but new lens that I just mounted. So I gotta do my focus preset here. So I'm gonna focus on something close, press and hold my save focus button. That way, if I go to focus on this, miss, get stuck in the background, can't come back to it, hit the button, get right back to it, just like that. All right, we are now ready to go photograph some birds. So let's listen. Catbird out front here, straight out this way. Yellow warbler over here. Sounds more interesting. I'm not here targeting anything very specific. There's just a nice group of birds here. And I know that because I stayed here. That's where I stayed last night, right there. Just parked out here, right where I want to be. Also Baltimore Orioles singing. All right, I'm hearing this yellow right in here. See if we can locate him. Sounds a little high. Yep, I just saw him drop on the back side there. He may have flown out a bit though. This looks like really good blue-wing habitat as well. Oh yeah, he definitely moved out left here. And I just heard blue-wing off to the left. Let's see where this guy's at. I think he might be like way up. So yellows like to do that. Blue-wings like to be a little bit lower. I'm going for blue-wing. Now this means we gotta, wow, he's loud. We gotta walk into this grassy field, and that is tick central. So thankfully my clothes are treated. Okay, so I walked over to where I hear the blue-wing. From what I can tell, he's probably, it looks like it opens up on the other side of this again. I think he's over in there, which it looks insanely dense. Number one to get through, and on the other side it just looks like dense, which means it's not gonna be great to shoot. So I'm just gonna hang here for a little while. I do hear common yellow-throated around. And like I said, the Orioles are singing around, but they usually stay high. But yesterday I saw them come low onto some of those edge trees there. So we'll keep an eye out for that. And we'll keep an eye out for yellows because they're bouncing around as well. Now it's just a patience game. All right. I think I might be able to get out into this field where this blue-wing is singing. So I'm going to try that now. Found a little opening here. There he is. Guys, I'm gonna flip the teleconverter in. Man, not much room to back up here, but if I can back up, I can get more green around him. Let's see if he's still there. Yep, there we go. I love those perches. Now this is gonna be a bit of a crop in. But now look, we have them against solid green. Make sure we get them in focus. 2500 ISO, I'm gonna just, actually the normal exposure. Oh, and +1 stop on the exposure comp. Oh, I also hear an indigo bunting off to my right. Because watch, if I go neutral, see how it's a bit dark? Look at him go. Nice. All right, I'm just gonna hang here and see where he goes. Oh, he may have gone up to where I can silhouette him. Oh no. Where'd he go? Oh yeah, there he is. So let's try this now. Let's put him against some of the background there. See if we can shoot through some foreground. Nah, that background's kind of stupid. I don't like it. Let's see if we move over here, back up what we can get. I think that's gonna be just a mess. Yeah, just a mess. Yep. All right, so now we just sit and wait. See if he drops down. I'm gonna step slightly into this opening over here because if he does drop, I'll lose him behind all this stuff right here. So move in here, then maybe I can see him. Gosh, what a mess in here. Also, watch this. I'm gonna just check some exposures when I get down here. Let's see, go normal. Yeah, even at f4 with the teleconverter in, reasonable ISO in most areas here. So I'll leave the teleconverter in for now. Cool silhouette. Just teleconverter, go vertical. Look at this. I actually don't like the foreground branch as much there. There we go, away from this profile. That's the word I'm looking for. See if I can clean that silhouette up just a little bit. Oh, look, he moved down. Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, look at that. I could have gotten the totally top thing in there as well. Oh well. Oh. Damn, look at him. So now watch, we go back here. It's better when he's facing out right. He might. Interesting clouds. And you know what? It's closed down for those clouds. All right, make sure I open the lens back up. Try flipping the telly in. Go right about there, away from the profile. Come on. There we go. Fun shape. We can also do high key. Let that background go white. A little bit more. I'm not sure if I like, I'd rather go for a clean look with that. So there, we'll go like that maybe. There we go, just pure white, so less of those trees in the background. Come on, turn. Move over, oh, that's foreground stuff, okay. There, now he's facing us. Look at that, fun shot. There we go. Whew, damn, this lens is heavy to hold up like that. Ah, now he just faced even better, look. Come on, turn. There we go, got it. Okay, exposure compact to neutral. Common yellow-throat in here as well. And then again, I'm gonna step back into my opening here just a little bit. And now I'm gonna try and hold still because I think he's just sitting up high singing, defending his territory right now. That's what these birds do this time of year. So I'll give him like 5-10 minutes tops here. See if he comes down at all. If not, we're gonna get out of here and go back out to the open area. See if we can work with some other species. Let's see if we can get this common yellow-throat out. There he is. Oh, blue-wing just dropped in on him. Look at this, he's down here now. Oh, damn. Then he's back up. Oh, that sucked. Guys, he's singing up here now. Let's see if we can catch him. Come on. There we go. Look at that. Come on, turn. Oh, yes. Let's ditch the telly. Give him a little bit more space. Oh, I love this. Compose him up high. All right, let's see, where exactly is he? See if I can find a cleaner opening to shoot through here. All right, so I wanted to pause and take note of what I am shooting through and how much I'm shooting through. You can see the rough area that the bird is highlighted there, and I'm shooting through a lot of foreground stuff here. It looks like a complete mess to your eye, but through the lens it looks great. That's not cleaner. There we go, that's pretty clean. Exposure comp down a little bit. I'm only plus a stop, just because I do have some brighter light stuff around. There, that's clean. We'll throw that telly back in. Get him nice and close there. All right, now we'll see if we can get a little bit different background. Slide in right here. This should be totally clear. Look at that. I want him in that green patch though. Then I'm shooting through foreground, damn. Let's try here. No, I think it's gonna be too sporadic, yeah. You know what though? There is a nice dark green patch over here to the left. You can hear a gnatcatcher in here too. Let's see if he stays put. Oh, I think he moved. He went back this way. Oh, I think he's back up on his high tree. Oh, nice high key. If he goes out to the end there, compose it like that. No, he's still intersecting that branch. There we go. Oh. Watch, I'm just gonna move my focus point. Oh, that'll work. Hey there. Come on. Turn around this way, buddy. Oh. That was hilarious, huh? One bird just replaced the other. I don't like the foreground on that as much, but hey, there we go. Okay, so we got a Baltimore Oriole now. That was great. Wasn't expecting that. There's our blue wing feeding right in there. Yeah, I'm feeling like that's probably going to be about it on the blue wing for a little while. I think he's just up high singing again, and he's feeding well up there. So he's going to be staying high. So my thought is, let's go see what else we can find. Now listen, if I wanted to photograph only blue-winged warbler, and that was my target species, I'd stay right here. Stay right here. At some point, he's going to come back down and start feeding again. But today, I'm after a little bit more variety. And just to, this is a little bit more of like learning what's around here too. I haven't shot this spot ever in my life. And so I only scouted it last evening when it was a little bit more quiet. And so I wanted to come back out here in the morning when there was more vocal birds and see what was around. And so now we know. We got a blue wing back in this spot. This is definitely his home territory. Gnatcatcher making a racket over here. And we got a black and white somewhere in here. I've never heard a black and white start its song this way. It's like choppy. And then he settles into his squeaky wheel. Man, blue wing sounds closer now. No, he's still up there. Okay. All right. Let's make our way out. Let's see if we can make our way out this way. It was worth wandering back in here. Let's see if I can find an easy way through. So a reason I would hang out right in this area is you can see I'm up on a hill, kind of slopes down to the lake. And if you look at these trees, a lot of them I'm shooting roughly eye level at because I got some elevation here. And so that would be helpful to get a good perspective. And since I stayed in the van right there all night last night, I saw Orioles go down. Kind of sounds like an angry black and white over here to me, but I'm not positive. Let's see if I was right. Yep, see? There he is. All Alright, so we're gonna take a look for this yellow again. I think I see him. Yeah, he's bouncing around in there. Oh wait. Yellow-throated Vireo. Which now I hear. There he just went. Alright, we got another blue wing over here. He could be lower. Plus this is way more open. Oh, is that him? Guys, look at that. I found a leaf. Oh, I thought that was it. I saw a little bright patch of yellow. It was green. That was too funny. It's a birdie spot. I kind of want to take a look at that yellow-throated Vireo and see if there's a way to shoot through on him. Problem with me shooting this direction is no background. So there he is. I'll flip the teleconverter in. See, in a bit of a mess. Look at that cut thing. So if you turn that way, maybe, and crop in, positive 2 1/3. I mean, he's framed in, not so bad there. Let's see if I go this way a little bit more. Oh, it's so messy. I love his framing, but man, I need a background on him. Then I could crop in better, you know? Yep. Let's see about right here. A little foreground, no, it's just a mess. Yeah, it's a bummer. Oriole is making a racket over here. So is a kingbird. Yeah, Orchard Oriole right there. See that? Oh, we had something lower right there for a second. Baltimore. Let's go vertical. Teleconverter in. High key. Oh, I love the shape of those branches. You just got to turn. I'm like I don't know, more than 3 stops up. All right, reset exposure comp. Back to neutral, ready for the next shot. Got another yellow-throated Vireo singing over here. Here he is. There we go. Come on, buddy, turn, turn, turn. I'm moving to the left, try and get a little bit more. Listen, I need to get higher here. I got too much weight. He bounced up, but you know what? I see him now, and so I can go this way and get more elevation, plus maybe shoot through something here. Oh my gosh. Hang on, this. Sorry, I got distracted, but this thing sounds low and close. And for the life of me, I can't remember what this bird is. All right, he's on the back side of this plant here. I'm gonna pre-focus on these leaves here. He's just gotta move up. I see a branch moving that he's on. If he hits the end of it, I got a beautiful shoot through. Psst, 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 psst. Come on. All right. I'm gonna swing around to this side so maybe I can see him. Where is this bird? Oh, there he is. Shit. shit, he's up top again. He's good at hiding. Oh, I think he just flew. I don't know if I should continue chasing this bird or not. It's probably just gonna be moving quick. Oh man, that was a bummer, it was right there. Oh well, let's go back to our good birds over here. Probably should have stuck with that Vireo. I'm usually not a fan of straight against the sky, but these spring patterns are so cool. There he is. All right, let's head towards him just slowly here. Ah, another one just like alarm called. Yellow-throated Vireo scratching, scratchy call. He took off towards that. But maybe we can find him over here. Just gonna do a quick explore down this path. Haven't been down here. See what that's all about. Oh guys, check this out. Look at that. How cool is that? All right, so let's use cover, see if we can sneak up and get a little closer. Teleconverter's in. Beautiful scene. I would love to try and get water level just so I can get a lower perspective. There's no background separation, but the scene is kind of pretty anyway. I think it might actually be a young buck. We could also use some foreground framing here. Thought I saw some nubs, but yeah, look at that, see? Look at that, peaceful water. I'm actually gonna go 400 millimeter, so ditch the teleconverter. Neutral exposure comm. Wait for him to stand out right there. We can frame him high or low in there too. Although I think it's a little bit of a busier scene. Let's wait for him to pick his head up and face us. Watch that reflection too. There we go. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit. The problem is the tough challenge is going to be getting across this opening without him seeing me. I think he's on to me already. Oh, no, okay. So I'm just going to move slow. And I'm moving to the left here to be against the brush and stuff to the left here. Just so I can stay a little bit more hidden maybe. Just watching him, he continues to feed, which is good. I think he paused. He's just kind of looking around. There we go, back to feeding. All right, I'm gonna grab a shot from here first. I got a little bit lower perspective, which is nice. Look at all that food. All right, gonna go a little bit positive with the exposure comp, put him in the top left. See that one clump of like grasses to the left of him? I don't wanna cut it, like I don't wanna do that. So I just wanna include it. Oh, wow. That's really cool looking. Okay. All right, gonna wait for him to put his head back down. There we go. Then I'll start moving again. Right up here is a really good low perspective I can get. I can probably get full water level if he stays. There we go, almost there. Plus this is obviously the end of the trail. Ooh, I hear a green heron. All right, so flip screen. Get down onto the rock here. See if I can get away with this without scaring him. And here we go. Look at that. Let's ditch the teleconverter. That reflection scene is amazing. Just gonna move the focus point up there. Wow, guys. A little bit more neutral with the exposure. He's looking up. Let's wait for that head to pop up. Teleconverter back in. There we go. Put him low on the frame too. Got him. Cool. How neat is that? Look at this pond. Damn, this is beautiful. I think he's staring right at me now. Getting some good salad this morning, huh? All right, what else to do with this deer? Bounce up here and then just shoot through some foreground stuff maybe. Yeah, see, it gives a little bit more of a dreamy feel. Let's see if he turns. There you go. I'm keeping him high in the frame just because it's busier up there. And the reflection is just like more mellow. Let's go smaller in frame. See if there's, here, this should be an interesting opening to shoot through. Nice. All right, I'm happy with that. All right, let's roll out here. Give him some space, don't need to spook him. Black-billed cuckoo. I thought I just heard one. Nice bird to see. All right, we got female Baltimore nice and low here. Just keep an eye on her, see if she hits a good spot. She's in a mess right now, but you can see she's feeding or getting nesting material. I think she might be gathering nesting material. Yep, look at her. Always fun. She came back again. Oh, come on. Turn, turn, turn. Oh, how cool, guys. This is awesome. Oh, I'm gonna slide to the right just a little so if she pops back up, I don't have that foreground stick in the way. So this one right there was in my way. I think she's probably done, but let's see. Also, this is the second time she came back there. She went up to the nest and came back to the same spot. So when she goes back to the nest, we're gonna tuck in right over here and get ready for her to come back in. I do have the teleconverter in just because I'm a little distant and the background is close. But if I can get a little bit closer, I can fix this. Actually, I know where I'm gonna tuck in, even different. This is cool. She might hop back up before she leaves though. Here we go, here we go. Wonderful behavior, come on baby. She's like, gotta get the right stuff. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? I just missed that. This is so cool. Always trying to compose whichever direction I can tell she might be facing. Oh yeah. Watch those foregrounds. See that she moved into, there's a little foreground. Oh, look at her go. I love it. Real quick, gonna hop into the menu. ISO sensitivity settings, bump up to 500th of a second. All right. And she's out. Okay. So, ditch teleconverter. We're gonna go right up here. And we're just gonna tuck in nice and close here. I think because we can get under here like this, she might not see, right? So we'll go right under here like this and just settle in. And there's a great chance she might come back. Yellow just landed out there. Another female getting nesting material. 'Tis the season. All right, let's stay focused on this Oriole. Pre-focus like roughly in the middle here. Maybe on this one that's a little bit closer. If I see her come, what I don't want to do is move right away. I want to let her land, start working, getting the nesting material, then I'll try and point my lens at her. Pileated, tearing into that tree up there. Pretty cool. Well, I don't know, folks. It's been a bit here. I haven't seen this lady come back again. I don't know if she just started picking a different area, which is very possible. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. Then I'll get up and start moving around again, see what else I can find. It also kind of quieted down in here a little bit. All right, we finally got a yellow down lowish here. Not in a good spot though. Let's see where he goes. Oh, I thought he might land. Oh, look, she's back. It just took her forever. All right, teleconverter in, low angle. And she's getting out. Oh man, okay. That's her spot. Damn, of course I moved, right? I would have been right there. Not good background. I love when they're on the thorns, but he's just gotta be up a little higher. All right, well, now I'm convinced I gotta go wait on this Baltimore Oriole since she did that a third time. I think I just gotta be patient. Maybe she was like feeding in between or something. So let's, instead of going where I was before, which was really close to where she's going, I'm gonna make a lot of noise and get caught on some thorns. Now I'm just gonna tuck in right over here. Let's see if this works a little bit better. I don't like the light direction as much, but it's soft enough, it should be okay. High key yellow. Oh, are you kidding me? Come on, turn. Man, if he just hits that little branch out to the right. Come on. Back to neutral exposure comp. Teleconverter's in. Oh man, I should be, oh, damn. Oh, if I was on the other side, I'd be lighting this bird up. That's okay, we're waiting for the Oriole. And if he goes low, I mean, there's some beautiful backlit stuff here. All right, we're going for him. We'll come back for the Oriole. I didn't like my spot anyway. I kind of want to check in back here instead for the Oriole. Oh, here she is. Oh, I think I freaked her out. There she is. I'm gonna go for a little walk and leave this area. We'll head up this way and see what we find along the road. And then if nothing, we'll come back. Beautiful Baltimore singing way up there. Just a boring shot with blue sky, so. All right guys, it's getting a bit bright and sunny out here. So I'm just gonna try and head down into this shady forest a little bit, see what we can find in there. It's gonna be dense, everything's probably gonna be higher, but you never know. Might get lucky with something. And it can extend our shooting a little bit. I mean, the light's not bad out there, but it's gonna start getting harsh pretty quick. There's a hooded singing over here, but it sounds like he's really high. Oh yeah, he's really high. Look at this. There he is. So, I'm gonna try and add to my project of what to do when these birds are up this high. Try and frame straight underneath something interesting. So, and then right when you start to figure it out, the bird moves. There you go, Eastern Kingbird, right up top. All right, let's play with some foreground here. We'll get it closer to him there. Oh, ho, ho, ho. He'll probably go back again now. And then, ooh, we can find this pocket and look at the color in the background there. Right? Huh? Huh? No, I'm just kidding. That should be pretty cool though, if we can get a bird on there. There's like a little bit of that. See that dead tree in the back? It's kind of like brownish red. Kind of looks cool though, I think. We can always like sneak in right here for that pocket. Cool textures, go a little bit darker, make things nice and rich. That'll totally work. Oh, there's stuff landing like low on the stumps out there too. Well, now I'm determined I want something on that snag. We'll hang out here for a little bit. Also, we can see if that hooded maybe drops. Makes any more noise. Red start, red-winged blackbird, eastern kingbird, hooded, warbling vireo. Oh, maybe here we go. Is he going for it? Yep, he's on. Look at that. Compose him up on the top because look, I don't really want all that sky up there. We'll wait for him to turn. Come on, turn your head.
What are you shooting with?
What's that?
What's the lens?
400 2.8.
400 2.8?
Yep.
So it's not a mirror, it's glass.
What's that?
It's glass, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I have the 100 400 as well. Yeah. Well, at least I got that kingbird shot on the perch like I wanted before that guy pulled up, because that pretty much ended that whole session. Sat there with his truck running and talking a lot, so. Telling me I was doing it wrong. I shouldn't be out, so that's scaring the birds. I should shoot from my truck. Which is fine, but not for me. All right, guys. We're gonna do one more pass around here and then call it a morning. Light's still shootable, totally fine, but I got a lot of other things to do, so can't spend all day out here as much as I'd like to. Oh my gosh, guys. A freaking bobcat. Holy crap. Never seen one up here. All right, so I'm moving this way to get that foreground out of the way. That was bright stuff. And now I'm getting down low in this perspective. Lighten up the exposure a little bit. Just try and focus on them. Teleconverter is in. He just sat down and is now preening. I mean, it's so very aware of me. Just gonna casually wander over here, maybe tuck down this trail on the right. I think it's more like just curiously watching. Oh, he's gone. Wow. Super cool. And in hindsight, I completely messed that up. Since it started like licking itself and was sitting down, I should have just stayed put and not moved and see where it went. Odds are it wasn't gonna walk towards me, but you never know. It probably could have just walked off into the side, but I shouldn't have stood up and moved once it chilled like that. I got too excited. Oh well. Still, got a couple shots there. Nothing amazing, but neat to see. It's my first sighting of a bobcat in New Jersey. How very cool. Black and white warbler singing up overhead, this yellow nonstop. We're just gonna comb this field over here to the right and see if we can pick up any more songbirds, warblers, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Almost. He's gotta go all the way up. Come on, buddy. Look, we're down to negative a stop. Oh, almost shadow on him. There we go. Come on, turn. There we go. Turn this way. 2 frames. I don't think he looked. He kind of turned the other way. Maybe. Not a bad shot though. All right, everybody, that's a wrap.